Advanced Heroquest, Tobaro's Shame, the Sewers of Tobaro. Winter has come. It is a common refrain in the north that nothing looks better on snow than spilt blood. And the four infamous assassins of the Skaven Greyseer, Cankerclaw Darkheart, had once more assembled in the hope that they could honour the saying. And the blood that they wished to spill was that of the city's usurper, Marco Broglio. The mysterious dwarf adventurer Sven Hammerhelm, the secretive wizard Magnus the Bright, the charming but deadly Heinrich Lewin, and the dark elf assassin Turalian Darkstar had left the snowy streets of the city above to enter the dank sewers of Tobaro through one of the ancient hidden entrances that could be found in the lower district of Trafuro. They were also joined by two additional allies that had joined the party after the killing of the White Sorcerer of the Skaven, the murderous swordsman Vendel, and the newly forged dwarf slayer Aldar Elgongi, former head of the Engineering Guild's Ironbreakers. The party's goal was the secret underground gate to the Palazzo del Vonto, residence of their prey, the Arch Collaborator. The dwarf and wizard had spent a great deal of time during the last month procuring as many maps and books as they could lay their hands on with regard to reaching the entrance to the palazzo, and the weeks of study and research were finally paying off. Sven led the party deftly through the ancient elven sewer system, never once hesitating nor erring until, at last, they arrived at the area where the gate was supposedly situated. During the last month, Heinrich and Turalian had also not been idle. They had spent their days fighting the undead, killing Skaven on the streets, saving dwarves, and carousing up to the point of oblivion in the Siren Song Tavern. But these acts too had been of benefit. Turalian had managed to retrieve 3 of the shards to an amulet that would unlock the long-forgotten entrance to the palazzo. However, there was still a snag. Magnus and Sven had learned that they were missing 6 more, but they had also uncovered their location. During his studies, the wizard had stumbled across a journal entry made by the engineer Roberto Marcelli, dating back to the final siege of the city by the Arabians in the last century.
If the city walls should fall, then we shall fall back to the district of Alteza and our citadel, the Palazzo del Vonto, and bar the gate of Alteza against the invaders. We can hold that indefinitely, I am sure of it. Our only weak point then would be the secret golden gate beneath the streets. There only remains one amulet that can open it, but if this falls into the hands of the enemy, we are lost. Thus, I have cut it up into 9 shards. 3 I have asked to be passed to the guildmaster of the Engineering Guild for safekeeping. The remaining 6 I have locked into the 3 dwarven chests the guild gifted me. Each is so intricately crafted that only a dwarf could ever have any hope of opening it. I have placed each in the 3 guard rooms near the gate and chained each to the bedrock below so they cannot be removed. Once the siege is over, we can rejoin the separate shards once more, but until that time, this will keep us safe. I pray Mermedia protects our fair city until that time.
However, it seemed that the shards were never reforged. Magnus had managed to speak to the young Meldar Marcelli before he went into exile during the coup about his ancestor, and learned that he'd been killed during the last days of the siege. Because of this, it seems that almost no one knew about the deliberate shattering of the amulet, The fact that the pieces had been hidden and that it could be fixed and used once more. Sven suddenly came to a halt at a set of stairs leading down. He held up the map he had created to the lantern one last time before folding it up and stuffing it into one of his bags. We should be able to see the gate now, but something has changed. Look, there and there. There's new cut marks in the rocks, and I noticed that this corridor in particular is covered in splashes of spilt mortar. Its consistency looks too watery to be dwarven, so it must have been done by, men. Anyway, it means that this area has been recently changed. No doubt by Broglio's lackeys. It seems like we are expected. Draw your weapons, lads. There's some killing to be done. Give no ground, and give no quarter.